Hey boys and girls, Mr. Dan here with your next art project. It's going to be a modern art collage, and we're going to look at some examples of a couple of my favorite artists. One you just saw the video on, and the second one is Jasper Johns. And basically he was really well known for his Target that he painted. This was probably before the store Target was out. But anyways, if you were to see the painting up close, you would actually see that there is collage underneath the paint. So he collaged, then he painted on top of it. Okay, so we can't really see that because we're just looking at a photograph of it, but if you were to see the original, you'd be able to see the collage work that's done. He also was well known, he did the same thing with an American flag. He did lots of different versions of this. It was very popular like in the 1960s and stuff when he made them. And on this one, I do have an example where you can actually see the collage, the paper, the newspaper that he had put down, or the magazine or whatever he was using to paint on top of. The other artist you saw the video about, Robert Rauschenberg. So he did a lot of collages. Some of these were with a silk screen machine, but we're going to be using, in yours, you're going to be using magazines. Okay, so here's another one he did. So basically you're going to put things that don't necessarily go together next to each other. It can be shapes, it can be pictures of people, things. Let's look at a couple more. Here's some student work. And you can see that we cut up some magazines, she glued them, then she came and painted around them. And also did some drawing, like to finish off the dog's head, she drew it. And then she added like the strange eye onto the cat here. This one we did, we were doing a Target this time, and it's up to you whatever you make, but so we used collage, and this person likes sports, so they did some sports players and they painted on top of them. So this is a real kind of like modern art way to make art, is by using painting over old pictures. And here's a girl that did this one a few years ago, and what I liked about hers is you can barely see in the video, but there's little pieces of paper, like she used yellow paper for her banana, and she used green for her pear, so there's green paper here. So she did it real systematically, where she drew her still life. We call that a still life when you're drawing pictures of fruit or things that you put on a table to practice drawing. And then so she put the colors onto the shapes, which is really interesting, I thought. So you're going to be using newspaper, collage, magazines, anything you can find around the house. You can use, I've used dictionaries before, where I had an old dictionary I didn't want anymore, and I took the pages out and we painted on top of them. So you're going to collage, you're going to glue things to a piece of paper, and then you're going to paint around it to make your artwork. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks.